I'm Gregor's Sansa. There's my sister Greta.
There's Brother Gregor.
Isn't it nice that she waits up for me?
I always wait up for him.
Glass of milk on the table, then bed. Up again at 4 a.m. Yes, 4 a.m. to catch the 5 a.m. train.
He doesn't come home often.
Daily. What a life. What an exhausting job. And I picked it.
He works so hard.
I picked it. I'm a commercial traveller in the cloth trade. I have to work to keep them.
But he also makes things at home.
Who else can do it? Father's ill, so they rely on me totally.
He recently made a picture frame, and in it he put a picture cut out of an illustrated magazine.
On my back it rests. Their fortunes rest on my back like a great weight.
It shows a lady with a fur cap and fur stole, sitting upright, holding out to the spectre a huge fur muff, into which her whole forearm had vanished.
The warehouse was better. One didn't have to worry about the travelling.
It was very good.
I feel sick.
Gregor!
Cash.
Gregor!
Shoes.
Gregor!
Cigars.
Gregor!
Food.
Gregor!
Beer.
Gregor!
Clothes.
Milk, Gregor?
Thanks. You're up late. Why aren't you in bed?
I thought I'd wait up for you. What's the matter?
My back's been aching. Must be carrying these samples all day. Did you sell much? Not as much as last week. Oh, never mind. It'll be better tomorrow. Perhaps. Of course it will. Shh, listen.
What?
It's raining again. Hear it beating on the window gutter. It's been raining for ages. Oh God.
What is it?
I'm so exhausted. Go to bed then. Always tired, travelling day in, day out. On top of worrying about the train connections, snatching odd meals, and if they arrive late in some small town, trudging the streets looking for a hotel. I'm worrying on top of the train connections, snatching odd meals, and arrive late in some small town, trudging the streets looking for a hotel. I thought you preferred to the warehouse. Not anymore. A man needs to sleep.
Well, go to bed then.
The other travellers have it easy. They're still at breakfast when they have I've returned with morning orders. Sometimes it's still dark out when I leave in the mornings. Are so empty and bitterly cold. I think that's why I've got a stiff back.
Why don't you leave?
I will one day. Rest assured, as soon as I've paid off Father's debt to him, I'll go write it up to the chief himself and tell him what I think of him.
Oh, that would be fun. Imagine his face.
It would knock him sideways if I did that. He's such a strange little man. He's got an irritating habit of sitting at a high desk and talking down to me, and I have to crane my neck because he's hard of hearing.
Is there much to pay off?
It should take another 5 years. Oh, as long as that? Then I'll cut myself loose.
Good. And if you're lucky, it might be sooner.
And that's another thing. You're always making casual acquaintances. And before you've got time to become friends, you're off again. And I don't know what's happening to me. All my joints feel stiff.
Perhaps you shouldn't go in tomorrow. Don't go in. I'll get a doctor for you in the morning.
No!
Why not?
It would look suspicious. I've not had a day of illness in 5 years. The chief clerk himself would come here with the insurance doctor and put it all down to laziness. I mean, I feel quite quite well, really. So it wouldn't be wrong, would they?
But you look so tired and pale.
That's a penalty for being a good salesman.
Oh, Gregor, you're so good to us.
Go to bed now.
And have a good night's sleep.
And I'll make you a lovely breakfast in the morning. I could sleep forever. Good night, Greta.
Good night, Gregor.
It's 6:30. Where's Gregor? 6:30. Oh dear, perhaps the alarm's not gone off. Did you set it?
Set it? Yes, I set it for 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
I set it properly.
That ear-splitting noise should have woken him. Gregor! Oh, Gregor, it's 7:15 already. Shouldn't you have been at work? Yes. Thank you, Mother. I'm getting up now. What's happened to me? Everything seems the same. It's still raining outside. Oh, my legs. What's wrong with my legs? Turn over and go back to sleep. It's a bad dream. I can't turn over. I can't turn. Gregor! Shut my eyes. I'm dreaming. Go away. It's nonsense. It must go away. Spots on my belly. Oh, they're itching. Must sleep, but I can't sleep on my back.
Gregor!
I have to work. It's 7:45. Why didn't I hear the alarm? The next train goes at 7, and my samples are not even packed, and even if I caught the train, there'd be a row. I knew I was sick yesterday.
Gregor, aren't you feeling well? Are you needing something?
I'm just ready. Won't be a minute.
Open the door, Gregor. Please do.
Yes, soon. Oh dear. That's bound to be someone from the warehouse.
The porter would have reported his failure to turn up.
That porter was the boss bootlicker, spineless and stupid, and I'm sure it's to be him. No, Mr. Samsa, I'm the chief clerk. Young Mr. Samsa's not been in this morning. Ah, Mrs. Samsa, good morning. Thought I'd drop round to see what the trouble is. Snoop, chief clerk himself. I'm terribly sorry, but our son's not feeling well. I don't quite know what's wrong. It's very unlike him. He's very conscientious, as you know. He thinks of nothing but his work. Gregor, the chief clerk is here.
He's worried.
Why are you not at work? I know. I only want to get up quietly without disturbing anyone, put my clothes on and have my breakfast. Must push, harder. Sounds like someone fell in the next room. Excuse me. Gregor, the chief clerk here himself has come to see you.
Gregor!
He's not really well, believe me.
Gregor!
What else would make him miss the train?
Gregor!
He thinks of nothing but his work.
Gregor!
It makes him almost cross that he never goes out in the evenings,
Gregor!
dancing and things like that. He just sits reading and studying the railway timetables.
Please, Gregor! You'll get in trouble!
The only amusement he gets is doing fretwork. Do you know he spent 3 evenings cutting out a lovely picture frame? He's very clever with his hands. I'm sure he's unwell. It's not like him. I think of any other explanation, ma'am. While I hope it's not serious, say that in business one must ignore slight indispositions. Work must go on. Oh yes, I absolutely agree. But I hope it's not slight. I mean serious. I don't know. Gregor, once and for all, will you let this chief clerk in? Leave me in peace. bewilderment.
Fear. Puzzlement.
Mr. Samsa, what is the matter with you? Why have you barricaded yourself in your room? Just answering yes or and no all the time is causing your good parents a great deal of trouble, and neglecting your business duties in an incredible fashion. You amaze me. You really amaze me. I always thought you quite dependable, and now you seem bent on making disgraceful exhibitions of yourself. The chief did not hint at possible explanation for your disappearance was funds that you were entrusted with. Oh no! I of course defended you, but seeing your behavior now makes me doubt the wisdom of my actions. He's an honest boy. He'd never do that.
Never! Oh, Gregor, open the door, please.
Do you have another key?
Another key? I don't think so.
We've never needed more than one key before. Does he always lock himself in? He never used to. It's a habit he got into through traveling to strange hotels. He said that you should always lock the door at night. He's very prudent like that. I intend to discuss this with him in private, but as he has wasted my time, I don't see why I should. For some time has passed, his work at the firm's not come up to scratch, Mr. Samsa.